Hello, welcome back to vlog number 2. I've got my camera set up at my house now, and since the last vlog, I've decided I need to start a business because if we're going to be stranded on this planet here for a while, I'm going to need a way to make some money, because it's just like being on an island. When you strand on an island, you shipwreck on an island, you want to start a business so that you can buy things, right? I think that's how it works. I don't know. All I know is I want to do these vlogs because apparently that's another thing you're supposed to do according to this movie called The Martian. So yeah, I haven't grown potatoes yet. I think that's the next step. Maybe we'll do that next episode. Okay. Well, anyways, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for the 2 subscribers. That's amazing. I didn't really expect to get this far. Maybe I'll do a 2 subscribers special. Thanks. Bye. Oh, I forgot again. How do I turn this off? Hey guys, it's MysteriousGoofBall. Welcome back to another episode of Enhanced Survival. This is episode 3, and the reason we're starting out in the menu screen is because I heard something went on in the town, and that I should start recording by, when I get on next. And I wasn't sure if I logged off in the town or if it was at my house. So let's see what has gone on. Okay, we're alive now. Uh-oh, I lag. Alright. We're immediately greeted with my wind turbines back there, which are charging this thing, which is really cool. A charging pad, which I don't... Everything's charged, so I can't show you how it works. I will later. But that's the teleporter spawn. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to go out this way so that I can come more from the front of spawn. So, what happened? Micah pranked Noah by putting a bunch of chance cubes in his treehouse. And what I'm guessing happened is Noah recorded, got on, and opened them. And now, like, I guess the mountain is, like, not so nice anymore. Well, were those there before? Those may have been there before. What? What? What did he do with all the chance cubes? Who did this? What happened to the mountain, though? Oh. There's a couple rainbow sheep. There's a tank? What? This tank is property of the Empire. Only look, don't touch. I'm talking to you, Noah, and Micah. Signed, Hunter. I saw that, but I didn't know he put signs up. What is with all the chance cubes? And why? I guess he moved all of Micah's chance cubes. Honestly, good for him. At least it has not destroyed everything? Oh. Okay, this is what he meant by the mountain doesn't look as nice anymore. Ah. What are we supposed to do about this? Cover it up? How did Noah get out? Wonder how Noah got out. Alright, let's also... Okay. Kill that guy. Okay. I'll just leave the rest here because I think Hunter wants to see what's going on. Luckily, Micah is able to get out. I can't believe he didn't see this. What happened to Noah's house? Did Noah literally just pick them all up? He probably had to craft something first, but did he literally just pick them all up? Okay. You know what? I don't even know what to say. Noah, you know what? Noah, that was probably a good move. That's probably what I would have done. That is annoying though. Okay, well, that was good for Noah, I guess. But anyways, if you look here, since we're in town anyways, I dug out this area for a very specific reason. Let me stop flying because it's kind of loud. I dug out this area for a very specific reason. That right there is my gas station, if you can call it that. It's very nice. If we get one of these tanks, I can show you how exactly it works. put your tank there, you flip the lever. Depending on which way the lever is flipped, it'll either fill up your tank, which you can see it's doing here. It'll start to fill up, but it's very slow. And then we can empty it. If we hit this lever here, you'll see eventually it'll start emptying out. Now here's the problem, or one of the problems. Or no, here's the problems, plural. This is ugly. It is not very fast, and there is only one of them. So I have designed a better, faster gas station that will go here. And I'm partially going to use my old base down here as a storage for the tanks that will hold all of the fuel. And I don't know if there's a better tank than the ones I'm using, but if we go over here, somewhere around here I have my sort of access. There it is. You can see we're just using these, and these seem to be doing pretty good. And the way I have it set up here, I'm going to be upgrading these pipes too when I move it over. The way I have it set up here is I could technically expand it downwards, and that's what I'm going to do for this one, because I don't think there's any better pipes, and these are just some glass. It's not too expensive. And so I'm going to make it so that you can put fuel into it and take fuel out very quickly, and it is very fast. And so I have designed something, and I've already dug out the areas ahead of time because I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to do that in between filming and stuff. But let's go over to the single player world, my test world that I have, and we're going to take a look at the design and what exactly we're going to be building. Alright, so here we are in my test world. As you can see, we have a gas station here, which is a marathon station. That's because I'm calling it MarathonGB, which is MGB, obviously. Fits me perfectly. I like this design. I think I did a pretty good job. It's expensive with the quartz though. That'll take a little while to get. But what we have here is we have our little station here. That's the old design. We're not using this. This is the one we're going to use. Now if we put our tank down here, you'll see it will start filling up. It's going to fill up this pipe first because this is always going to be pumping, which means that the engines won't cool down, and so when you want to switch between emptying and filling, it won't have to warm up, which is why this is so much faster, not to mention the upgraded pipes. Now as you can see, it's already half full with fuel. And then at any time, when we want to, we can take this out once it gets filled up, of course. But if we wanted to empty our tanks, if we wanted to unload some fuel over here, we just flip this lever. It'll open this up and it'll stop it from coming in from the bottom, and it's going to pump all of this out, and that's going to go up into the ceiling, and it's going to go off into our storage tanks for it to be stored until it's pumped out back into one of these fluid tanks that we have here. This design is not finished. We just have this is like temporary testing storage that we got here. We have another one filled with fuel underneath the ground, and this, we're not going to be building that. This is ugly. I thought about it, but it didn't work out. There's no way to make it look nice, and so we're not going to have that. We're going to just have probably something in the back for the fluid pipes to come down and go underground. And they're going to be, I think I have enough obsidian. I'm going to try to cover them with obsidian to protect them from as much as possible. So we'll have to see about that. But that is my gas station. And I think it looks nice. It's super expensive with all this quartz though, but we have a jetpack, so that should be fairly easy to get that much quartz. You can just fly around the place mining it. So I think it's time to go back on the server and start construction, at least on one little module, to make sure everything's running and make sure there's no changes we have to make before we build the entire thing, and then we'll go to the decorative little top section. Alright, well I'm back, and we're going to start off just real quickly putting that down. And so I've got, I think, all the materials I need as far as I know. So I know for a fact we have a redstone engine there, and then lag on top of it we're gonna have this emerald fluid pipe, which goes to a gold fluid pipe, which goes to an iron valve pipe, which goes to a gold fluid pipe all the way straight up. We also need a couple levers. I'm going to go ahead and just make a bunch. I'm going to put one there, which will power that engine. Now that engine is going to be running. And then we're going to have a cobblestone wall. Let's make one of those. A couple, I guess. I'm also going to just go ahead and put down the correct block. Now that will power that. So when it's up, that'll block it. When it's on, it'll let it flow. When it's on, it'll power this piston, which I have them to be sticky. So now you can see if we switch this, if it doesn't get an update, it won't switch. And that should switch it. So I'll make it so that now it's on, because it will unpower a iron fluid pipe, which will be right here. Now be connected gold pipes. So now if we were to unupdate it, update this thing right here, you'll see now it's gonna make it go through. This one is gonna block it. So that'll allow it through, that one will block it. Do it the other way, turn on, that will block it, that will let it through. So that engine is just going to constantly be running. We'll have all of this underground. All of these pipes will just, actually might have them go, just to keep them safe, we're going to have them go down a block, and they're going to go all to the central area here, and they're just going to flow out that way. Another nice thing about these emerald is you can actually specify what you want, and you can filter out certain things, or make it so only certain things will go through this. So I can put in fuel so that no one puts down a water bucket or a tank of water goes flown through the system. So all that we need now is basically a bunch of quartz, because this is working. So I think I'm gonna go get a bunch of quartz, just go mining like crazy, and then we'll be back and we'll start construction. And also we need some quartz for comparators, so we'll also have enough quartz for a comparator to go down there as well. So I'll be right back once I get all of that done. Well, I'm back, and I died. I went into the nether and I died in lava and lost my nanosuit armor, my jetpack, almost lost my backpack, somehow able to get back and save that, but everything just fell in lava and died. But I got it all back, so we're all good. Now, this is like the day after, because obviously I died when I went in the nether. Let's go to Mike's place. Died when I went to the nether and had to remake all my stuff, so it's, you know, I had to recover and get more quartz, because I lost all the quartz I'd collected up until then. These are not red dye. Oh! He's got his diamond plants going. It's great. We got him some diamond ores, so now he can actually grow diamonds. Eventually. Alright, so we got some red dye. We got some lapis, aka sort of blue dye. So now let's start a little bit of some construction. Just need stone. Alrighty. So now let's make a furnace. Actually, we got some right here. Furnace to get the decorative part in ahead of time. We have regular quartz, so we can make like a comparator. Comparator goes there. Redstone goes like that. Put that on that mode. Get our lever. Now you can see that is actually activating. Or if we don't have this on, it does nothing. Perfect. I'm going to be building just a little bit, and then I'm going to do the rest like off camera, because this is really laggy. I don't know why it's so laggy right now. Alright, let's make some stone brick. Probably don't need too much. That should be good. make all those into slabs, and that is probably as many slabs as we're gonna need, at least for a little while. That goes around here like that. So there's that done. We gotta replace this pillar with the actual pillars. That goes there. We need some blue hardened clay. Just like that. We're gonna need more of that than the red, but for now, alright, so we go 2 up. We go to quartz, and we go up 1, 2, 3, probably 4. And that's what our pillar looks like. Alright, so this is what we got so far. We got our pillar and our station. We just need some slabs. We need quite a bit, so for other stuff later. Put some on the bottom and we put some on the top. Like that, and then we have like just enough. Oh, and wow, perfect amount, I think. That should be good, and that is that station right there. This would be a lot harder without a jetpack. So then this goes all the way around the corner, and then it goes out another block. Just forgot that. And then we have some blocks like that. This goes up. We have quartz slabs going across like that. Do we? No, it's full blocks along the top. Now on this top section we also have blue stained clay. And that's sort of how it looks, except all the way across and everywhere. And I have a logo. It's normally on that corner, but I think it would be better if it was on this corner because this is more towards the middle of town. And it doesn't really matter where it is. So we're gonna build. It's an M, which you probably saw in the creative world earlier. Hopefully, I don't think we're gonna have enough quartz for all this, but hopefully we just get kind of close. So there's the bottom of the N. M, not N. That goes there. That goes there. That goes. Oh man, come on. Alright, so there's the logo, and we also have stairs either side. We would have slabs, which we don't have any more of. There's top section, and that's the logo. And we would bring it out probably 2 more blocks like that, and that will cover the back too. But we don't have to do that quite yet. And there we go. That's one corner with the M's and whatever. So now what we gotta do is we just gotta cover up the back part. That's one thing. We gotta extend the design all the way across. Once we get that done, then we just gotta kind of make the functional parts. I think I'm probably gonna need more materials anyways. I think I'm gonna stop it here. This probably isn't the most interesting watching me build or whatever. I'm gonna stop it here, try to finish up the decorative part of the gas station, and then we'll work on making it functional too. So I'll be right back. And I'm back, and as you can see, I've added all of the decorative parts for the gas station. And I did this corner slightly differently than excuse me. I did this corner slightly differently than in my test world. I actually had a little bit of like a little chunk in the corner cut out, and the M's were farther down the sides a little bit, but I was too lazy and didn't want to mess with it. It was supposed to make it look a little more round, but probably really didn't do that much for it anyway. So this is what we got. And right now the top is plain. The torches are there temporarily until I get better light sources. I might put like just pieces of glowstone around the back of this. I already need some glowstone because I want to make some lights for up here. It seems to light it up pretty good. Oh, we have a creeper. So we have these lights up here, which I put in 2, and then I ran out of glowstone, and that was like a stack of glowstone. You can see through the edges. I'm going to be fixing that. I'm going to add something up there. I don't know if I'll do stone, quartz. I almost want to do iron blocks, but those are expensive, so I probably won't. So I'll see. I'll experiment, see what blocks look good, what will work up there. But that's what we got for now. Actually, that's the top half of that slab. I think all I can do is stone slab. So that answers that question. Now what it's time to do is we're gonna wait on finishing up the decorative parts like the lights and like the ceiling, or not ceiling, but the roof. I have plans of adding like little boxes and vent pipes and things like that up there to make it look better. But for now, we're gonna leave that alone because it's good enough. We're gonna move on to the functional parts, which is like these fluid pipes. I've got this one set up here, and I'm filling it in with cobblestone to keep monsters from spawning in there and just to protect the pipes. And I think we're gonna just go straight over to this one. So let's get. Oh, I don't have anything that I need, do I? Stone fluid pipe. I'm gonna need the 10 decoration blocks. Alright, I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna count how much stuff I'm gonna need to build the rest of these. And then I'm gonna go get as close to that many materials as I can, and then we'll start work. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I'm pretty sure I got everything I need, and this was terrible timing. So now I have to sleep. Let's go ahead and put these down. We're gonna have to put, well, let's put the pistons down, because that goes there. Redstone block. That goes there. What did I put there? Oh yeah, redstone engine went there. Alright, now let's sleep. Alright, and then that goes there. Need to get our. Oh, I didn't make comparators, but I can make them now. So now it's on. That's working. Alright, we also need a lever under that there, so that'll power that. Just gonna power some other stuff in a minute. We have this valve pipe and these gold fluid pipes. Like that. Good, that's all working, or will be working. Alright, so now what we need is we need some of these emerald fluid pipes too, and we also need some of these little cat things. One goes right there to keep that from connecting to the pipe. There's that, so that'll keep it so that only fuel can go into this thing, and so people won't for some reason put water. Let's put that away. Is there anything else we need for this to work? Everything's plugged in. I mean, it has to go up into the ceiling, which I'll do separately. Everything seems to be working. So this is blocking it, which means this should be on. But it's not. Alright, now that's... Alright, so that's letting it go through, and that's letting it go through. It's blocking it. We might have to make some modifications. Try. Oh, hold on. Oh, I know. I think I know how to fix this. Let's hope this works. If I get my wrench. Alright, so this one is blocking it. So this one should be letting it through. Like that. Now if I were to turn on, does it switch it? This one's blocking it. This one's letting it through. This one's letting it through. This one's blocking. Okay. I am so glad that it works like that. What's this? I got a text. Hold on a minute. What? Okay. I just got a comment on a video. Someone says that they love that. What? I'll just say thanks. Shout out to Ron Yamaguchi. Apparently they love me. Alright, so this is working. We figured out how to make it work. We don't have very many fluid pipes left. When I get back, I'm gonna go back to Micah's place. Oh, I forgot I have this on. Turn it off. There we go. What I was thinking is, let me just explain this to you real quick. We would have pipes go across, let's see, where's these things? So that would block it off and keep it disconnected. This would be the sort of the input pipe. That's going to run all the way across this way. This is going to use up all my pipes, but I don't really care. It's going to run across this way and then probably go back a little bit even farther. And then we're going to have something dropping down from here so that it can go down into that pipe. And so that everything that you pump, because when you use this pump and you're pumping stuff up, it pumps all the fuel into the ceiling. And I'm gonna have all of that running into one line or whatever, and then I want to connect it to there. I would have it on this side, but I have the M's there, and I don't want to have it on the same side with the M's. It would probably be a little cheaper, but I don't really care. I want to make it look good too, so I'm thinking if I just built some wall or something back here for it to secretly slide down into, probably go right down here, and then we're gonna have to make some small towering thing. Oh, that's so in the way though. Might have to move it out a little bit. Can I try to disguise it as like a lamp post? Street light? Let me sleep real quick. Maybe I'll wait on that. See if you guys have any suggestions. If you do, leave it in the comment, unless I think of something. Oh, I got another comment. I wonder if it's that person again. It is. Thank you for the compliment, but it is I mean, it's slightly creepy for someone just to put in all caps. Like that. Okay. Thank you, but that, yeah, that's a little strange. I'm almost at 300 subscribers. If this video comes out when I have 300 subscribers, that'll be crazy. You know what? Alright, let's look at this back here real quick. I think what if we had to go up inside a tree? That could be a way to cover it up. If there's a tree right here, like one of these nice big ones, we put it inside the tree. That could work. That might look weird having, I don't know. I'll think about it and see if I don't come up with something, I'll see what you guys say in the comments. If you say anything. I'll be right back. I'm gonna work on finishing up all of these and putting in all the mechanisms or whatever. So, because you know, I've already done that one. Actually, I've kind of done two already. I'm gonna make sure everything works, get everything working, done, whatever, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I have finished the gas station, as you can see here. We've got the top of it, just very simple. I want to add some more decorations up here, but for now we just have this like glowstone to keep mobs from spawning, and to sort of light up the edge. It looks pretty good at night. We have lights there, sort of like this is the front of this side, and then you can see on this side, this is where you would really use the pump, and that sort of helps with that, and also it lights up the area around it, and also those light up the floor and stuff, keeps mobs from spawning. And we have 6 stations here. I figured out a way, and I think this is probably it's the best way, to get the pipe and the fluid, the fuel from the top down to the bottom into the storage tanks, which I'll show in a minute. I just put them here, and I used quartz white stained glass quartz fluid pipes with some yellow ones just to connect it to the stone stuff, because quartz doesn't connect to stone. And that just goes right down here. It's not very noticeable, which is good. We also have this thing over here, which I'm calling like the quick station, something like that. I can't remember now. It's basically just a tank, and you can get your bucket and fill up stuff, like copter pack, which takes fuel and takes buckets of fuel. Instead of putting a tank down, which, you know, I'm going to show this working, like this station here. Put a bucket down, let's put it into fill mode. It's going to take a little while to fill. Instead of doing that, and then you wait for it to fill up, Still filling, still filling. Filling is a little slower than emptying, which is kind of sad, especially since it's a gas station. But I think that's pretty much as fast. That's as fast as I can really do it with because of these sealable stone fluid pipes. There's not like a sealable gold one, which is, I don't know why it is like that. But instead of doing that, having it fill up, and then you would take a bucket of fuel from it, and then you would have to fill up your copter pack or whatever, which I actually did one time and realized the problem. Instead of doing all that, and then once you're done, you have to empty it all out, I just made this little station. Quick station. What was the other thing? Well, let's let this empty, which it's very fast, which is nice because whenever that's one of the things I really like is with this new improved design, I can bring fuel over here and empty it really quickly. In fact, I have multiple stations, so I can empty more than one at once, which is nice. But also, if we go down here, we can see where it all goes. So these are the engines which pump out all the fuel, and that goes down into this line underneath the gas station. And we also have the input line, which you can see there's actually fuel coming in. We got our tanks here, and the whole point of this design sort of is to make it so that the tanks are expandable. So all you gotta do is dig down, and we are at Y57. So far it's at Y53, so we could technically go down like 50 more blocks with this 3x2 area of tanks, which means we have a lot of fuel storage for this. Yeah, I think, oh, also I have this wall here. This is to keep creepers from coming from the woods into the gas station and blowing this place up. I added the cyan stained clay, which I went and just sort of mined from the mountainsides. Not there. It's over that mountain. There was some, but you can see that is cyan stained clay in the side of that mountain. So you can see we got this tank here, and that's sort of like almost like a buffer, because this is a sealable stone fluid pipe. These are quartz fluid pipes. They're not as fast as the gold. And so if we were to be using all 6 of these, emptying out fuel at once, it could fill up all the pipes and then it'll start slowing down. So this is sort of like a buffer that it can fill up this tank if it needs to, and that's probably about the biggest buffer I can get for right now until I get some of those like ultimate tanks. And then we also have just this redstone engine with emerald fluid pipe, which runs into this iron fluid pipe, which makes sure it all only goes that way and doesn't start pumping backwards. And we also have these iron fluid pipes, which they're technically sort of called valve pipes. It just basically directs everything into one direction, which is how basically everything works for this gas station. But anyways, that was me building my gas station. I am very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, blah blah blah, what everyone else says. I really don't care. I am bad at outros, so all I'm gonna say is this: Spanish chair.